Good morning. Here we are again in the BMW i3, my wife's car, heading towards Crowder's Mountain, the north parking lot, Linwood Road access. It's been a while since I've hiked in North Carolina. My mom passed away last Thanksgiving, and I just haven't felt like it lately. Also, been a while since I took the i3 anywhere out of town. So, this is going to be a kind of a trip down memory lane, just to get back out there and do a little hiking in a familiar place that I've done before. I thought I'd try out the GoPro in the i3 again, see if I've gotten any better since my first videos. Wow, for a day where the temperature has only gotten up to 35 after 11 o'clock in the morning, there is quite a few people hiking here at Crowder's Mountain. And there are also 2 level 2 chargers State Parks Department has installed, and it looks like one's available. So we're going to get some juice. I mentioned that it was 35 degrees. You can see the car is showing that for the outside temperature. It's about 11:15 now, and we arrived with 65.5% state of charge. Now, I forgot to mention it, but we left the house with 93% state of charge, and the i3, this i3, starting in the 2019 model year, had a 44 kilowatt hour battery. I'm not sure if that's usable or if the usable was less than that, but so we've used about almost 30% or 15 kilowatts getting here. Let's plug in and see how much we get while we hike. Yellow means it's trying to connect. Maybe it is actually charging. Let's look. Does not seem to be charging. Looks like it's trying to sync up. Oh, I had to press this reset button because the status was red. Status is red again. Still not charging. Let's try it one more time. Flashing green. This is flashing blue. Whoops. And we're charging. See the little line going across the battery gauge there? It says we would be fully charged at 100% at 2:21 p.m. We're not going to be here that long, but at least we might recoup the energy that we used getting here and going home. Let's go hiking. All right, we are right here at the Linwood Road Access parking lot. We're going to go up the backside trail, which is orange and then red dots, to the top of Crowder's Mountain where the radio towers are, and then back down the tower trail, which is really the service road for the radio towers, back to the parking lot. Let's go. Okay, that's the way we're going to come down the tower trail, and this steeper way is the backside trail. So we're on the steepest part until we get to the stairs of this trail, and there's a nice view of Crowder's through the trees now since it's winter and the leaves are off the trees. A lot more to go. This is the Crowder's trail, which goes off to the right and eventually goes along the bottom of the ridge. You get to the end of the ridge, you cross the road, and you can get to the main parking lot visitor center and go on over to King's Pinnacle Mountain. But we are going on up. Another nice view of Crowder's as we walk up along beside it toward the steps. And here we are, the beginning of the steps. When my kids were younger, they used to love to count these. And we usually got a slightly different number every time we came. But I think we finally agreed there are 339. And honestly, I prefer the steps to the steep slope we were just on. Here we are at the top. I'm really out of shape for hiking. You can see the warning sign, because if not every year, but very frequently, people will get too close to the edge and go over and not may survive. So if you come up here, be careful. Quite a view from up here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the tall buildings of Charlotte in the distance. Okay, been doing some rock scrambling. Do be careful if you come up here, because even if you don't fall to your death, you're liable to twist an ankle very easily. You can see some of the rocks that climbers use for rock climbing over there, and some quite impressive views down below. I think it's over 400 feet of relief between this peak and the surrounding land. But it is really enjoyable and really close to the Charlotte metro area, and not that long of a hike, although it is steep at first. And now I'm giving you some of the same views, but I got the camera out again really quickly because right behind those trees it looks like a hawk or an eagle or a buzzard, but a bird of prey circling something. I don't know if you can see it from this distance. There he is. Let's head on over to the tower, and then we'll be ready to head back down. Wasn't too far at all. And there's another hawk. We can get a better view of this one. I had said the tower trail is a lot easier because it's a service road than the backside trail, but it does get pretty steep up near the top. We just finished the first part of coming down, so we're through the worst of it. But I wanted to point out this turnoff to the Rock Top Trail which goes along the ridge that stretches out to the southwest, I guess, from Crowder's. It looks really easy, and it is really easy at first. It's pretty flat, but then there's a lot of rock scramble, and near the other end of the ridge, it's very steep going down where it meets that Crowder's trail at the foot of the ridge before they both cross the road and go to the main visitor center. So it's a good loop if you want to do that, but I'm not up for that today. Cold, I'm out of shape, so I'm going on down the Tower Trail. We're back down, and it looks like the car is still charging. Let's take a look. It says it would be 100% charged at 2:15, and it looks like we're over 75% charged, somewhere between 80 and 90% charged, which is not bad. It's almost what we started out with at home this morning at 93%. So let's unplug and head on home. GoPro batteries are notoriously quick to discharge when you're using it frequently. So it died before I could show you the actual percentage of charge we got, which wasn't 85% when I turned the car on, but it's already dropped to 84.5%. But still, good charge. And I wanted to show you, if I can wake up my watch, that I clocked in that hike at almost 3 miles. The backside trail is 0.8 of a mile. The Tower Trail is 1 8/10 miles, but I did some wandering at the top and some backtracking to make sure I saw the split off for the Rock Top Trail to show in the video. So now I'm going to head home.